y'all? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sunny Brooks, and for those that are new here, welcome. While you're here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And for those who are not new, welcome back. Welcome back, family. Today's topic is how to connect with our spirit guides, with our ancestors, and whatever other deities that you're trying to connect with. Honestly, it is simple, but I think we make things a little more complicated than it needs to be because we have this. And we get one thought and then we start to go down the rabbit's hole. Listen, I got two easy tips. I'm gonna give you some practical things, but two things that I want you to take away first. One, spiritual connections and like connecting with our ancestors and spirit guides is just like physical relationships. So if you take what you do and what you say and how you act and how you treat people in your physical relationships, hopefully they are healthy relationships. That is what you want to duplicate with your spiritual relationships. So if you consistently probably call someone, if you check up on them, if you go to their house, you spend time with them, you may pick up the phone when you're thinking about them. If you see something in a store that reminds you of them, you may purchase it for them. Those are things that you want to do and carry into your spiritual relationships. So easy enough. You have to put energy into these spiritual relationships just like you do your physical relationships for them to succeed and for them to grow. Also, it is the communication with spirits that we cannot see and that we don't see is a little harder because these are spirits that we don't see, right? So I want you to think of it like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the more you consistently do it, the easier it is, and it becomes second nature. So you don't just get ab strength overnight. You have to go to the gym, work out, and consistently work at it for you to build that ab core muscle. It is the same thing. The more often you do it, the more often you communicate with your ancestors, the more often you communicate with your spirit guides and give offerings, the easier that communication line will be and the thicker that communication line will be because you have exercised it enough. One way that you can connect with spirit guides and ancestors is through prayer. Simply saying a prayer, you can kind of just say, hello, hi, ancestors. I'm going to use ancestors because I connect with my ancestors the most. But hi, ancestors, I'm coming to you. I am the daughter of blah, blah, blah. And I'm coming to you because I am so grateful and so honored to spend time with you, to commune with you, to honor you. And I ask that you speak to me. I ask that you come to me. I ask that you communicate with me. Send me a sign. Show me a sign of how you will communicate. You know, a prayer like that. But prayer definitely allows you to connect with them because it basically put this sacred bubble around you when you're praying, and it is a direct connection to the spirit world. So what you're saying, your prayers will be heard. So you can pray to get this certain connection and to initiate a communication with them. The second thing you can do is journal. You can journal by writing the things you want to say or want them to know, but you can honestly like clear your mind and free journal, like script. You can kind of Google. I don't want to go through that. I was gonna like give you a whole bunch about that, but scripting, just allowing your pen and your pencil to just move, and that could be how your ancestors and spirit guides is communicating. They're using you as a channel in the pen and the paper as physical representation of the words or the communication things that they want to say to you. Hopefully that makes sense, right? The third thing is dreams. This is like, I won't say, no, I communicate with them different ways, but your dreams is definitely one of those ways that before you go to sleep, you can say, hey, ancestors, while I'm asleep tonight, please come to me in my dreams and tell me what it is I need to do, direct my path, give me confirmation and clarification on what it is that I need to do tomorrow. Whatever. They will communicate with you in your dreams. As soon as you wake up, here's the key. As soon as you wake up, journal it down, because I know me, like for me, if the longer my day goes on, the less I remember from my dream. So I remember a lot from my dream as soon as I wake up. But once the day start going and I'm operating out my conscious mind, my subconscious go whatever that little sound was. But your dreams, they will definitely communicate with you in. Also, altars is a great like communication portal. When you go to your spirit guide altar or your ancestors altar or even a deity altar, you can communicate. It is the energy of that spirit that lives there and dwells there. So you can go to that altar to communicate with them, and it will be easier, right? Lighting the candle and lighting the incense. It kind of, I consider the candle as a spiritual doorbell to, you know, to the ether. So I light that candle, or well, my candle always stay lit on my ancestor altar, but if you need to light your candle, this is a way to initiate that conversation or initiate communication with spirits. Also, meditations are similar to dreams, but meditations, you really, for me, I get a lot of information from my ancestors in the spirit world when I'm meditating, because I'm stepping outside of my mind and I'm tapping into what's going on the inside and hearing and in tuning myself to the spiritual world. If you want like meditation tips, go check out my other video. I talk about some easy ways to meditate, since meditation can be very difficult for people. So you can go there and then do the communication through meditation. Also, to be honest, your ancestors, or an easy way for you to communicate or to hear your ancestors or hear your spirit guides, is through whichever clairsense you have, right? So you got clairaudience, clairsentience, claircognizance, clairsalience. There's a couple clairs. Go watch that video too. But if you normally get visions, right? Like if you normally get like premonitions, or what you envision comes true, or you see different things, that's claircognizance. And that's not claircognizance. That's clairvoyance. Sorry. That's clairvoyance. But that's clairvoyance. So 9 times out of 10, the way your ancestors and spirit guides will communicate with you is through clairvoyance. So your dreams, your meditations, while you're sitting there daydreaming, astral projection, things like that, you will get your communication through there. Claircognizance, that is what I predominantly like operate in. Claircognizance and clairsentience, which is the ability of knowing and the ability of feeling. So when my ancestors are communicating with me, I just get things dropped in my spirit, just like it just dropped, like all of a sudden I just know this something. Also, I get this certain sense, like I start feeling like I can feel the presence of my ancestors. So that's how they communicate with me. It could be, if it is like, if you're a clairaudience, where you may hear certain things like, hey, grab me those Doritos. I want them Doritos, right? Or when you're communicating, you may hear them or hear their voices. Also, if you're like clairsalience and it's like you smelling, you may smell like tobacco, or you may smell cigarettes, and that is the way that your ancestors communicating to you that they want cigarettes as an offering, right? So whatever you do or feel second nature, I believe all of us have a clair. Some of us develop our clairs a little more often than others, and they're a little stronger, but I believe we all have clairs. So whatever your predominant, main, primary one is, that will be the easiest way to communicate with your ancestors, to communicate with your spirit guides. Let me know what you think about this video. Let me know if these tips help. While you're here, make sure you subscribe, because there's a lot of y'all be watching my videos and y'all ain't subscribed. But subscribe, hit the like button, and leave me a comment if y'all have any questions. Let me know. Until we meet again, I love you. Bye.